All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Hines, 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Prescott from the gun on third. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
That open man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but and the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Rosen will throw. And it's caught by Parker. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his fifth-year option, but they did. And one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach in Miami, wants around and in that locker room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
47. Going to 53. 26.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, it's Hines, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott, and Pascal's got it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Hines. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We're going to 54.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. This is Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
They run with Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. We don't want this. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
from the shotgun. It's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Open man, it's Preston Williams. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 13 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Prescott. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 30 on second down. Rosen on the right side. Open is Gesicki. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
We're going to 52. 52,
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming.
Now Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Prescott now. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Kill.
Looking to run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 65 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the pass. Here we go, 46, 46. Mike 59. Mike 59. 26.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Prescott from the gun. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
54, wide in. 59. 26.
Prescott to throw it. It's caught by Funchess. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Watch twist. 47. 26.
Prescott. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rosen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Check, 59. Target. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the 44, Prescott taken in by the tight end Doyle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. first down. It's Hines, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Taco Charlton on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Right there in the middle. 55. Better bring it. Here we go. Going to 54. Right in.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 23.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Matt. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Looking in.
A bitch. Fucking cocksucker.
So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Oh, what happened?
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13 to 10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner?
Oh,
keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on.
God, come on, game.
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Oh, man, I'm playing this game over here, dog, man. I got a game right now, and it's 13 to 10 in the 4th quarter.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Rhodes.
Are you kidding me right
This is
now? Oh, my God, that was a perfect user. And this motherfucking game didn't give me the interception.
The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
That I haven't gotten because it fucking drops. Or it doesn't give me the animation. Dude, it's some
we
ass,
saw a number
dude.
of good games
ass,
earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
There you go.
And he's going to be
I got one. That's
time.
going to the house. That's fuck.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively.
Pressing
Giving up a big
the X
sack
button to
lose
throw
that
the
kind of
ball
yardage,
underneath, and it's
not
not
a
there
great
because I
start.
fucking maxed the
That
tackle.
huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll take this up just shy of the 40.
Oh, yeah, how much you get?
Excellent display of footwork on that run. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Prescott. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
On the fucking moon. Boom.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
All right, 16-10, 2 minutes and 5 seconds left.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
Look at that! Interception! Take that to the house! Let's go! Touchdown! Game seller, bitch!
Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
I thought that was
And there's a
crazy,
quick momentum swing. INT return for pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now.
He
All of a
broke
sudden you're
one.
hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their...
Now on the return,
With another turnover, let's go!
And the Colts pick
Kick
it
it
up.
off and
And a
strip
super
it.
return
He
as
got
he
it
gets us
back.
all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Check. We own them. We own them. 27. 26.
On third down, it's Hines, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
GG's, motherfucker. I threw 70% completion in that game. 21 for 30, 250 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 stupid fucking interception. That shouldn't have been an interception. I was like, it fucking pissed me off, dude. This dude had fucking cut the route by like 7 yards. Like, I was over the top of his safety. And he jumps backwards, like, and intercepts it. And I was like, are you shitting me right now?